to mention three golden rules, which we follow in every single Toastmasters meeting at TAB. The first being, as Toastmasters, we refrain from talking about topics such as sex, religion, politics. So kindly refrain from discussing such topics. The second rule, as this is an online meeting, please ensure to mute yourself when you're not speaking. And thirdly, please turn off all the noise making devices around you. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. So kindly please do it. Right. So I hope we can proceed with the meeting. Without further ado, I now hand it over to Presiding Officer Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan, and greetings, Toastmasters. First of all, I welcome you all. We are having a meeting after a very long time. I hope all of you are enjoying your so-called vacations. To be honest, I am not, because I'm shivering with cold in Delhi. But then let me officially open the meeting for now. I declare meeting number 269 themed Up for a Challenge open. Now, before we move further, I would like to tell all of you our club mission. So we provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication skills and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, coming to the announcements, I mean, we are having this meeting after so long. So yeah, this can be considered as the first announcement, that welcome back. Number two, we are set to welcome the new executive committee, and major work for this particular meeting was done by the new executive committee. So I welcome the new executive committee who are set to take the office and are about to step into the shoes of the previous executive committee. And number three, we have an announcement for MPark. Now, I won't tell everything about MPark, but then I would ask Toastmaster Viraj and Toastmaster Mozeza to continue the announcement, and then they can hand it back to me. So over to Toastmaster Viraj and Toastmaster Mozeza.
Hello, everyone. I hope you didn't forget me, did you?
We did.
Acha, people. Okay, I got
We
it.
forgot you.
I knew that. That's why I'm Toastmaster Viraj. That's all my introduction. Okay, I'm here on behalf of the registration team for MPark. First of all, how many of you don't know what is MPark? Raise your hand. I guess the juniors won't be knowing. Okay. Okay, too many. Including Daksh, obviously. Okay. So, MPark. I will like to leave it. Just Mozeza. Mozeza is from another Toastmasters. She has come to tell you about what is MPark. So, handing over to Mozeza.
Thank you very much. Hi everyone, I am Azeza. I am from MCC Toastmasters Club, and today I'm here on behalf of registration team. MPark is like an annual event that and Toastmasters does for college students by college students. Okay, so from ages 18 to 25, from college students, if you have a proper college ID, you can be a part of the MPark. There are two rounds, prelims and finals. So the competitions happening for this MPark. One is humorous speech. It is like a prepared speech session where you have to prepare a humorous speech and you have to present it for 3 to 5 minutes, of course, in amongst of audience. And you will have judges who will select a few and who will go on for the next round. Second is elevate a pitch, wherein they will give you a dysfunctional item, which using your creativity and your skills, you have to market it for 2 to 3 minutes. That one is like an impromptu session. The dates for the event are February 9th and February 16th. So I request each and every one of you to be a part of it, register for it as a participant or as an audience, but be there to encourage your team members, your Toastmaster members. And it is also a great opportunity to meet people from other colleges because everyone is a college student. So you can increase your network amongst their different courses, different backgrounds. But same thinking, same mindset, you'll meet several people like that over there to easily connect. So be there, register for it, and that's it from my end. In case there is anything else left to tell, Toastmaster Viraj can cover it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I would like to tell one more thing. It is a compulsory thing. Okay, you have to do it. You don't have any option. You are from Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru, you have to come there. Okay. I mean, it's not compulsory, but I'm telling it. I mean, it is for your benefit only, if you see. And one more thing, in the thanks, during the prelims, we are getting a corporate to go to. So one more benefit, you can get free coffee. So you can come as participants. And yes, if you have any further questions, you can either contact me, Daksh, or Moses. I don't think you have her contact. So you can contact me or Daksh for regarding the same. Did you understand what is Empark? Nice, nice, good. If you have any doubt, or even if you hesitate, how will you contact me? Okay, let it be. I'll just contact each one of you, but you have to come. Okay, that is compulsory. February 9th and 16th. Remember these days. Uh, Handing back to who? Sanidhya. Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viraj and Mozeza. And I hope everyone did understand what Embark was, what is, and if anyone has the doubts, they can definitely contact you. So this is up with the announcements. Do we have any guests here? I don't think so. Now, obviously, since we are meeting after such a long time and we haven't seen each other's faces, I request all of you to please turn on your cameras. I don't want to act like a teacher or someone, but then, yeah, it'll be good if I see a few faces. Okay, Daksh, anyway, you have to give a speech, so you have to turn on your camera. Right. So this is up with my address, and let's get the meeting going after a while. So I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer. Okay, so today's theme is up for a challenge. So initially, I was thinking you might not know what I'm going to do today. I told our VPPers not to reveal it in the poster, but it got revealed a little bit. Regardless, I want to talk about the meaning of challenge first of all. Challenge is trying to prove yourself against someone, trying to go up against someone in competition, and trying to win, right? So, I want to talk about how our challenges have changed throughout the years. For example, when I was a kid, say 1 year old, what was my biggest challenge? Can someone guess what was my biggest challenge as a 1 year old? Guys, we're not going to have the meeting if you guys are not going to respond. So, guess. Staying alive. That is more of a challenge now. That is still a challenge now. Okay, so eating everything. That I still don't know. Okay, so the biggest challenge for me was to walk. Fun fact, I guess children usually start walking at like 8 or 9 months old. I took 1.5 years to start walking. And the story behind that goes something like I refused to walk. It wasn't like I didn't know how to walk. I just didn't walk until I was 1.5 years old. And one fine day, my parents left me with my cousin brother, who's like 3 months older than me. And within a week, I saw him walking and I started walking. So that's me. I was so lazy that until I saw someone walk, I did not walk myself. That's my story. That was the hardest thing when I was 1 year old. After that, say another few years later, maybe when I was a toddler or in primary, middle school, what was my biggest challenge? It was to get even one more hour to go play out late in the evening. Just get that one more hour of permission from my parents. That was my biggest challenge. Back in school, trying to get into an engineering college by hook or crook, that was the biggest challenge. Now, my challenge is to maintain a decent sleep schedule, to maintain a decent grade. And now my future challenge would be probably to get an internship. So I want to talk about how far we have come from various different challenges. And that time we didn't think it was possible, but as we came along, we conquered all those. So in today's meeting, it is nothing about this. This is just an intro to challenges. We're going to be playing some 2-3 games, which I'll leave as a surprise in the different sections. So now I want to give the flow of the meeting to our general evaluator to introduce the tag team. Our general evaluator for today is Arpita, who has a very long intro. She says, they say challenges are here to test you and make your life filled with chaos. And yeah, let's accept it that life without chaos is basically boring. I am on a mission to learn, grow, and maybe accidentally become a genius along the way. Over to you, Toastmaster Arpita.
Am I sorry guys? Audible and visible both?
You're audible, but robotic voice audible.
Okay, wait, sorry, just a minute. Okay. Sorry for the network issues and stuff. So yeah. All right. So challenges for today, are nothing for me, is to evaluate the whole meeting throughout. And to ease my challenge is we have a tag team. That is Timer, our counter, and Grammarian, who will be evaluating the meeting with me throughout. So for the first, starting with the first, we have our timer, Toastmaster Akshita, and she says that uh, she's a curious person and always eager to try something new. Over to you, Toastmaster Akshita. All right. I think Akshita, I'll introduce you later, and I'll move on with the other rules. All right. Is it fine?
Yes, yes.
So the next we have our counter for today, that is Toastmaster Deekshitha. And she says that, hi, I'm Deekshitha. I binge watch series, especially sitcoms, from being a Rory Gilmore kind of studious person in early seasons to embracing my inner Rancho from Three Idiots, focusing on doing things what she loves and also enjoying all small things along the way. Over to you, Toastmaster Deekshitha.
Hello everyone, I'm Deekshitha and I'll be serving as the accountant for today's session. So, what do I actually do? My role as the accountant is to pay attention to those filler words or sounds we tend to use, when our brains are buffering, like basically, actually, or those random pauses where we are just like, ah. So, think of me as your friendly guide to filler free communication. At the end of the session, I'll share my report, including observations for each speaker. So, wishing everyone a wonderful session ahead. Handing back to Toastmaster Arpita.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Deekshitha. Right now, we have a grammarian for today, that is Toastmaster Binitha. And she says that I'm always up for a challenge, mostly because I can complain about it later. Over to you, Toastmaster Binitha.
Yeah, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Now, today I'll be the grammarian, and as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the word usages by the speakers, and also I'll be taking note of improper language. At the same time, outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or any parts. Now, it's also my duty to introduce the word of today, which is rambunctious, which essentially means full of noise, energy, or difficult to restrain or control. Now, you can use this word such as, in an example, let's say a rambunctious child. And additionally, I would also introduce the idiom of the day, which is burn in when not oil, which means to work late into the night on a task or exam or like a project, which we essentially did 2 weeks back. And I would also request all the
all the members in the meeting to either show a thumbs up or react to the thumbs up in the online meeting whenever the speakers use either the idiom of the day or the word of the day. And I will be back with the Grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting to basically ensure that all of them have used what they have done, how they've used the words or the usage of idiom of the word or word of the day. Over to Vinitha.
Thank you, Binitha. Now we have our timer again, Toastmaster Akshita. Over to you, Akshita.
Now am I visible?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's perfect. Go ahead.
Yes. So I will be the timer for today, and welcome back, everyone. This meeting is after a long time, and I'm very glad to see you, everyone here. So I will be the timer for today, and I will time your speeches and your uh, evaluations and table topic sessions. So and I will denote your left out time using this backgrounds now.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah.
So I will be using this green, yellow, and red to denote the time remaining. So for table topic sessions, it will be the speech should be 2 minutes, and at 1 minute I'll show the green background, and at 1 minute 30 seconds I'll show the yellow, and at 2 minutes I'll show the red, and you'll have and each and every speaker will have a buffer of 30 seconds to complete their speeches. For other speeches, I will show for other speeches, most of the speeches, it will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll show the green background, and at 6 minutes, I'll show the yellow one, and at 7 minutes, I'll show the red one. And for evaluations, it is 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll show the green one, and at 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll show the yellow one, and at 3 minutes, I'll show the red one. So all the best to everyone, whoever is speaking today. Yes, and so that's it. Back to General Evaluator.
All right. Thank you, Akshita. Now, these are my tag team, and we all will be evaluating the whole meeting throughout. And back to the TMoD for today, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So, a small thing that I missed out before was the introduction to Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International was established on 22nd October 1924, and it has around 280,000 members across 144 different countries in 14,700 clubs. And before we move on to the three segments in our meeting, we have a fun little game. So everyone try to participate in this game, and whoever answers the most will win. So it's actually jumbled words, and it's not that easy. It's a little hard. So I'll show you a PPT, and if you know the answer, then you can unmute and tell. And don't use the internet. Is my screen visible, guys? Humans, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay. First word.
Experience.
Okay, good. I'll note down points over here. Aryan 1. Okay, next. Wait, why is this not working? Okay. I'll give you guys like 1 minute, maybe. If you need a hint, you can tell me. I'll give you a hint after like 1 minute.
getting one word, frantic, but where is O in there?
No, it's not. It's not frantic. Okay. I'll give you a hint. Numbers. So numbers is the hint. How many of you guys are trying? If you're trying, like raise your hand. If you're thinking, raise your hand. Okay. At least 5 people are thinking.
Fraction.
Oh, let's go. Who was that?
Deekshitha.
Okay. Deekshitha gets 1 point. Okay. Now, next. Yeah, this. It's actually very easy. If you try finding out the ending, you'll get the starting part. Okay, hint will be Ooty. Ooty is the hint. Do you guys want more hints? Okay, it ends with TION.
Violation.
No. That's a good guess, but no. Okay, it starts with E and ends with TION. No, more than this, I can't give hint, okay?
Elevation.
Yeah, correct. Who was that?
I think already Sanidhya answered, but
Oh, where?
in chat Sanidhya answered.
Disqualified. Nandan gets the point. Okay. This is also easy. It has the same ending as the previous one.
Construction.
Yeah, correct. Let's go. That was so fast, Binitha. Okay. This is very, 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 very easy.
Amazing.
Correct. Good. Okay. Next. Oh.
Scorpio.
No. Scorpio doesn't have U in it. And doesn't have E
Precious.
also. Who? What did you say?
Precious.
Yeah. Who was that?
And Venkat.
Okay. Venkat 1 point. Nice. This is the easiest. Very, very easy.
Friend.
Correct. Very good. So winners are Venkat and Aaryan. They both got 2 points. That's it. Okay, now every Toastmasters meeting has 3 segments. First, we have our prepared speeches segment, followed by the table topic session, and then the evaluation section. So now, firstly, we'll move on with our prepared speeches segment, where we have 3 speeches today. First speech will be given by Toastmaster Daksh, for which I would like to call on his evaluator, Toastmaster Sanidhya, who says he's dying in cold in Delhi. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanya, and greetings again, Toastmasters. Today I am here to evaluate Toastmaster Daksh, who is delivering his L3P1 in the pathway of presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for Daksh to understand different types of persuasive speeches and deliver a same. Timer, please note the time limit for this project will be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Daksh, and I know you'll ace it. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Okay. So Toastmaster Daksh for his intro wanted to express how much he likes chemistry, and recently he has been researching a lot of chemicals and elements. That's his recent hobby. Over to you, Toastmaster Daksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanya. I would like to ask all of you guys to think about the time you joined Toastmasters Amrita Bengaluru for the first time. What was that like? Maybe some of you guys would have attended our open house and through that joined the club. But I'm sure a lot of you guys would have been kind of persuaded into joining the club, either by your friends or your classmates or maybe anyone else. I know I was. I was persuaded into joining TAB by some person, let's just say. Now, I want you guys to think about your very first role in your very first meeting. What was that like? Maybe some of you guys would have been very bold enough to take up the role by yourselves, no matter what it was. But once again, I guess a good number of us kind of would have been persuaded into taking that role either by the VPN or our mentors. And now finally, I want you guys to think about our most recent elections. What is that like? A lot of us stood up to take up roles in the XCOM by ourselves. But once again, I am sure there will be some of us who were kind of persuaded into it, either by our mentors or by the current XCOM. So, where am I going with this? What I'm trying to say is that throughout your Toastmaster journey, you will feel at times that you are kind of being persuaded into doing something, or you might feel like you're kind of being forced into something, right? But is that necessarily a bad thing? Let me tell you my own story. 2 years ago, when I joined TAB for the first time, I had no idea what Toastmasters were like. I had no idea how the meeting was structured. I was completely clueless about what the XCOM did. And don't even get me started about what life of Toastmasters was beyond our college once you start going up higher to the district. So clearly, I was very intimidated by all of it. It was then my VPN back then decided to suggest me something which I was a lot more comfortable with, a contest. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys will be thinking, but Daksh, isn't a contest technically harder? You know what my thought process the entire time was? Contest is something that I am a lot familiar with when compared to the standard Toastmaster meetings. And with that, I decided to register for MPark. MPark is an annual district level contest organized for college students by college students. It is the premier event you as a college student would like to attend. And that's exactly what I did. 2 years ago, I entered the hall of Embark. I stood on the stage as a contestant. I thought I'm going to own it all. I thought I'm just going to, mesmerize everyone and do the impossible, thinking that I'm just 1 week into Toastmasters and I can do it. But that day, Embark taught me a lesson that has been with me ever since. Confidence without practice is like building a house with sand. My moment on stage wasn't just a stumble, it was an entire earthquake. I was completely demolished, I was completely humbled, and in fact, even a little humiliated. But here's the good thing about an earthquake: it may reveal some cracks, it may show you something which is broken, or it may completely destroy one of your most prized possessions, but it also shows you why something is worth rebuilding much better than it already was. With that in mind, I decided that my failure at Empa will not be the end, but in fact the beginning. Empa taught me how to grow. It motivated me to learn. It motivated me to embrace everything Toastmasters had to offer. And the only reason that happened is because I made the decision to register. I made that decision, and I did not make the decision by myself. I was persuaded into that decision by my DPA, who I owe a lot to. Fast forward to today, I will be stepping back into Embark next year, but not as a contestant, but as the Embark chair. Throughout the last 2 years in my journey of Toastmasters, I have been a part of the XCOM, I have been a part of the LDP. And now I'll be stepping back into Embark with all these learnings, trying to nurture new talent, just the talent which I tried to nurture back in the day. And I wouldn't have achieved any of this if it wasn't for the push I received to register for Embark. I would like to ask all of you guys present here today, where are you in your Toastmasters journey? Maybe you are at the beginning, you are a newbie, you are still in the shadows, waiting for that perfect opportunity to come out and shine. Or maybe you are very well experienced with the fundamentals of what Toastmasters have to offer, and you're looking for that one big shot to really solidify your position in this fraternity. I'm here to say that regardless of which category you belong to, EMPA will be the platform you want to really showcase your talent. It will be the event you really want to attend. A lot of you guys might be thinking, well, I am not a good enough speaker. I don't think I can speak at that high level of a contest. But once again, neither was I. I was never a great speaker. But here's the thing about contests: participating in a contest is not about being perfect, but it's about trying your shot at what it means to achieve your potential and hoping that you get the best of it. And you will not be alone. That's the best part. Embark is not a contest, it is a community. In that community, you're going to find people who motivate you. You're going to find mentors who will guide you. And you're going to find fellow participants who are going to show you that you are not alone in this journey. So, with that, I'm here to ask you to step out of the shadow onto the spotlight by registering for Embark. On 9th February 2025, I'm going to step onto the stage of Embark once again. What about you? Back to the team.
Thank you so much for that wonderful speech. Next, we have our next speaker is Toastmaster Jasvitha. To evaluate whom we have Toastmaster Ram, who told me to make his intro. Toastmaster Ram is the one who persuaded me to join the club, and he's the most dynamic and someone with a lot of network and can organize any event that you can imagine. So over to you, Toastmaster Ram.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanya, for that interesting intro. So today I have my target speaker, Toastmaster Jasvitha, who's pursuing L1 P3. So her purpose statement is to practice vocal variety using body language to enhance the speech or even use vocal variety. So I wish my target speaker Jasvitha all the very best to give an amazing speech, and looking forward to see you in the evaluation section. Over to you, Toastmaster Sharanya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram. Up next, we have Toastmaster Jasvitha to give a speech who says she just wants to survive. She doesn't want challenges. She She says, "Give me my degree and I shall leave." Toastmaster Jasvitha, stereotype, stereotype, Toastmaster Jasvitha. Over to you.
If someone met the 18-year-old Jasvitha and showed their new iPhone, she will call them a wannabe. She will tell them, "You're behaving like a cool person. No one but a person who wants to prove themselves to be cool uses an iPhone." And if you met the 14-year-old Jasvitha and asked her about her job choices, she will say anything but software engineer. What do software engineers do rather than knocking their eyeballs out and the keyboards? Next, if you rewind a little bit back and go to the 10-year-old Jaswita and ask about her views about coloring hair at 20-year-old age, she will say that, "Do you think I'm going to get that old at 20 that I'll get white hair? Only old people color their hair." So, after all these statements, I think you've got a gist of what I'm going to talk about: the stereotypes. It's very easy to stereotype something, right? I think we can all agree that we as a person in this society grew up alongside with a lot of stereotypes. And whenever we are going to talk about this particular subject called stereotype, and going back to all the three statements that I've told before, I can now say that none of my previous selves would have thought that I would come past all these stereotypes to do the exact same: own an iPhone, color my hair, and get a job as a software engineer. I think time is a real thing. Time will make you change yourself so that you look at your past self and feel it as a doppelganger, a person you can't recognize either by the physical self nor the mental self as well. So, coming back to the stereotypes, I want to tell you a few stories of my past where I grew up alongside with some stereotypes. Some funny, some serious, but at the end of the day, stereotypes that made me what I am. So, good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Jasvitha, a fellow fourth year in Amrita School of Engineering. And the story of the stereotypes that I want to tell you right now is not of now. They go back to 2007. 2007, when most of you, of my audience, you weren't even born then, maybe, I think. So in 2007, when I really started to advance myself from watching those recurring rhymes to cartoons, and all these cartoons were mostly American, and I wanted to see something that resonates with myself, that looks like an Indian. And then came Chota Bheem. And now I know most of you are aware of Chota Bheem, but I'm talking about Chota Bheem back when Dolu Bolu had orange costumes and Kalia was named Kalia because he looked pitch black. And this is a stereotype I want to tell you about. Characterization of cartoons in the minds of young people that imprints a long lasting impression that people and their looks matter and their characters equal to what they look. And that have I have carried with me for a very long period of time. And then my second instance of stereotypes, 2010 Balika Vadu. This serial I used to watch alongside with my grandmother. My grandmother loved this serial. I don't know why, because she married at the age of 25, which is not well, really, Balika Vadu. But at that point of time, when I was watching this serial, and at my South Indian family, nothing was similar to that. And all I could see was a bunch of North Indians in Rajasthan with dunes of sand beside them and kids getting married very soon. And there was water. One thing I can tell people that Rajasthan has water. But at the same point of time, I could see that people were getting married really soon. They were not, girls were not getting educated. So all I thought was North Indians maybe were not as cool as they seem to be. And then came my third stereotype when I was around the age of 12. And we lived in a power plant with a lot of construction going aside. And most of the daily wage workers were from North India, mostly from Bihar. And my parents, they wanted me to not stay away from them. So they have put a certain types of stereotypes that made me think that, okay, North Indians are not so friendly and we should not be really next to them. So some of the stereotypes that I grew up with, alongside there are a lot of other stereotypes that came in, like regional, sexual, gender, and all the things that if I say, I would be breaking all the three golden rules right now, and I might be like evicted from the meeting. So let me not go through that much. When I came back to the college, it was another world. So for you people, it's a transition from school to college, right? But for us, the batch of fourth years, it's transition from 10th grade, a bit of 11th grade, 2 years of Corona where people did not know what we were doing, and then to college. So the transition was not as smooth as we can. And when we were dumped in college, we were not very used to writing and going to college, etc. and etc. And when I first came here, I was not very used to all the stereotypes that people bring in Bangalore with, like about the auto drivers or with the language, etc. etc. And when I got to know, one of my friends texted me that you are in Bangalore and everyone in Bangalore has a girlfriend or a boyfriend. One stereotype that maybe Toastmaster Daksh can explain, but not me. Anyways, so not laughing to my own jokes. Some of the stereotypes I couldn't explain at that point of time until I became a stereotype myself. Once I started at giving more interest in my academics and topping the academics, people started to stereotype my life, saying that a person who can top can't have any other life. So when I started doing Toastmasters, giving a large chunk of my life to Toastmasters, people in Toastmasters thought this girl just runs for Toastmasters from morning to evening. You call her, you text her anytime. So she doesn't study. She might be failing each of the course. So at same instance of my life, different people had different types of stereotypes on me. That one instance I felt it was overwhelming, but I made peace with it, and it took me a lot of time. But what I'm saying in conclusion is that these stereotypes, they have a lot of influence in your minds. And how to get out of it, that depends from person to person. I took 2 years of my time to make peace with all the stereotypes, all the conditions, and all the ideologies, preconceived notions people had on me, and do something that I wanted to do. You might take so much other time and you might just dance and leave it. But big depends on you. And that's what I want to say from my speech. Be yourself and don't be a stereotype.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jasvitha, for your amazing speech. Next up, we have a speech by Toastmaster Venkat, who is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Nandan, who says he's a person who would like to be sincere in the work he does and be curious to learn new things that will make him a better person in life. Over to you, Toastmaster Nandan.
Yeah. Am I audible? So, greetings to all and special greetings to my target speaker, Toastmaster Venkat. Yeah. So, Toastmaster Venkat will be giving his L1 P2 in the pathway innovative planning, and the purpose of his project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. So, a timer, please note, his speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah. All the best to Toastmaster Venkat. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nandan. For Toastmaster Venkat's intro, he says that he is ready to express his passion for leadership. Over to you, Toastmaster Venkat.
Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. This is my L1P2 speech, which I have to give a speech with purpose. After hearing this speech, I have to give a purpose. My mentor told me in the speech there should be a purpose to convey to the audience or whoever is listening to my speech. Have you ever wondered what makes a speech truly memorable? While writing the speech, I got to know that it's not just about the words or a delivery. It's the purpose. It's the purpose behind them. Today, I want to explore why speaking with purpose, is essential and how it changes or how it inspires us after taking or listening a speech. So let's take an example. Suppose I'm a class representative. I have to nominate myself. So I thought, like, how should I give my speech to trust me, the audience or the class members to trust me that I am capable of this responsibility or I am fit to this position. So I started to think speech like I'm starting the speech with standing here today. I feel both humbled and excited about the opportunity to represent as a representative of our class. I believe that leadership is not just about making decisions, it's about being a voice for everyone and helping to achieve our problems in the class. I'm, I'm here to listen about your ideas or address your concerns and create a positive environment where everyone feels encouraged, trusted, and valued. Leadership is important to me because it gives me a chance to grow and learn from challenges and inspire others to believe in themselves. A true leader doesn't stand above others, but they stand among us. They stand with us, guiding and encouraging us in each and every step of our problem in the class. I want to be a person for the class as a representative who ensures that we are all moving forward as a unity or as a team. To each of you, I want to say this: never underestimate your abilities. Leadership is not about being perfect, it's about having the courage to step up and take the responsibility and make the decisions. And I want to make a difference, whether it's running for a position, sharing your ideas, or simply supporting a friend. Every small action or conveying the message or whatever the documents or any important information from students to teacher or teachers to student, and as a messenger, I want to be a class representative so that everyone can trust me to lead the way. We often think leadership is reserved for it may be for the experienced person or any person who has more knowledge in giving the speeches or taking the position as a leader. I don't believe that. But the truth is, the leadership comes from within. It's about the willingness to take the potential step to move forward. I'm setting an example that we all have the potential, that we can be collaborative, or we can be we can contribute to each other in the class, or create a meaningful or useful ideas to help be the better class among all the other classes. So as I stand here asking for your support, I also encourage you to embrace opportunities like this. Be confident in your voice and support each other and learn from your mistakes. It's what makes the true leader comes from us. Believe in your voice and never underestimate yourself that I can't do it, or I'm not the capable person to do this class representative or as the leader. I believe that it's about learning mistakes as a leader in our class. Everybody in the class will help us in every perspective, or in every work. There will be some person to guide or to help us to improve ourselves. So let's be the class that we can be empowered and inspired to contribute to our class. Thank you. Over to TMoD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Venkat, for that wonderful speech. Next, before we go on to our table topic section, we have another small game to play. How many of you have heard of the game called Taboo? Raise your hand if you've heard of it. Okay, Aryan has heard of it. So, how the game basically works is it's kind of dumb charades, but there's going to be two people. One person has to explain, make the other person guess a word, but without using five similar words. For example, if I'm explaining a word to Toastmaster Daksh and I need him to guess it, and for example, the word is wood. But Toastmaster Daksh doesn't know that, and I have to explain it to him without using five particular words, which would be like furniture, shelves, table, chair. I will give five words that I shouldn't use. Okay, so I'll spin a wheel. I'll pick two people. I'll give them a word to explain to the other person without using five words. So those are the taboo words. Um, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen? Guys,
We can.
anyone?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
We can.
Okay. Venkat is the first person. Second, Akshita. Okay. So I will first I'll give Venkat the words. I'll message him on WhatsApp and I'll give him the words. And he has to explain that, make Akshita guess those words. Are you both there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Akshita? Okay. I will share the words once again.
Yeah,
Venkat,
done.
you got the 5 words, right? You cannot use
Yeah,
any
yeah,
of
got
those
it.
5 words. Okay. I'll give you guys 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute is enough. Okay, start.
So the word is like, suppose you're not feeling well. You're not feeling well. You got fever.
Sick.
You got fever, but after taking the tablets, there is no use, no result. The fever is not going down. So, what will the doctor prescribe you instead of tablets or the syrup?
Very good explanation. That's like perfect explanation. You can
Just
keep
think,
explaining. And Akshita,
it's
keep
not tablet,
guessing.
it's not tablet or syrup. What is there? They'll be using in operations also for you.
Anesthesia. Slit.
No. Yeah. What is anesthesia? What is that object called?
Syringe.
To yeah.
Mm.
Similar word, synonym. Just think. Instead of syringe, another noun.
Needle.
No, yeah. What is that? Another synonym. Come on.
Okay. Pin. Sharp
No,
needle. No. What?
you said needle only, but just try to think about that object.
Seal.
Huh?
It's another word for
No.
injection.
Okay.
It's another word for syringe. Okay, does anyone else want to guess?
Anyone want to?
Injection.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the right
injection.
answer.
You just stole the word. There is another word for syringe injection. No.
Yeah, I by
You already
mistake
said the
said
injection.
another word for injection. I hope you didn't hear it, but you heard it. But okay, another word for syringe. It was injection. Now I'll give Akshita the word, and you have to make Venkat guess. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
Um, did you get it?
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, we can use this word to express our feelings to the other person.
Flower or a gift card
It's used
or
to
letter.
express. Uh, it is a feeling.
It's a feeling. Love.
Yes, you guessed the word.
That was easy. Okay. It seemed like it
It
was
was too
easy.
easy.
Now we'll do one more round before going on to table topic session. I'll spin the wheel again. Oh, you guys can see my screen? No? Okay. Okay. Daksh after that. Why again? How
Daksh can
can
only
someone
be
get so
beaten by
lucky?
Daksh.
And then
It's rigged, bro. It's rigged. It's a weighted die.
very good. Sanidhya and Daksh. I
I
will
don't think he's
send.
there,
Okay, so
Sanidhya.
he's not there.
No, he's not there. He'll come back after some time.
Okay. I'll spin again then. Bro, I'm kicking these two out. High choice. High choice. Yeah, better.
I'll go with Daksh. We leave anyway.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Akshita. Okay. Jasvitha, you want to go?
Yep.
Okay, fine. So I'll give Daksh the words and he has to make Jasvitha guess.
Okay.
The answers
What
by
is the
mistake
game
or
again?
else I'll hit you.
I genuinely don't know. I was not listening.
Okay, I'll tell you. So the word is the first one, and you have to not use the other 5 words in your explanation or any part of the word also. And I sent it to you on WhatsApp. The word is the first one, and don't use the other words in your explanation or any part of the word that I've given you. And you have to make Jasvita guess.
NASA. Is she even there?
Jasvita? Yes, she's there.
NASA.
Unmute Jasvita.
Yeah. So NASA, ISRO,
Plane.
aeroplane, rocket, space shuttle,
Okay. Is that counted?
bullock.
Okay,
No,
fine.
no, the word that I gave.
Not space shuttle, but similar.
PSLV,
No.
satellite,
No, it's space shuttle, but a different word, that's all.
explain how it looks.
It is a space shuttle, but a different name for a space shuttle. Who is gonna say space shuttle? What will a normal person say?
Rocket,
No. A space shuttle, but what will a normal person? What will a Bangalorean say?
I don't know, bro. Bangaloreans are weird.
Wow. Just a different name for a space shuttle. Okay, fine.
What will a Bangalorean say? Car.
It's there in a that word is there in the ocean also.
Ocean,
Yeah.
water,
No. The word for space shuttle, the same word you will find it in the ocean also.
mermaid.
No.
We have to
Like I
deduct
said,
points, right? Surely. Like we can't allow that.
Wow, why? Bro,
Okay, wait.
it's
Let
right.
me think.
You went
Space
from space
shuttle,
shuttle to
rocket,
mermaid.
space vehicle,
Yeah, how?
launch vehicle.
Oh my, you are saying everything except the one which everyone says.
Do people go in it?
Yeah, I mean, astronauts go in it. It is a space shuttle, just a different way. You just say it in a different way. Just like boat and raft, they're the same thing.
Jasvita got it.
Ship, spaceship.
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spaceship.
let's
Oh my
go.
God.
Normal people don't
Oh,
tell that. Cartoon people tell
ev-
that. 5-year-old kids.
they are normal people. Name
Sure.
one person who says space shuttle.
Okay, now I'll give Jasvita the last word and you have to make Daksh guess. I came up with very good words. Ready?
You kill a person. Where do you keep them? You want
Rambunctious.
to you want to throw them as far as possible.
Burning the midnight oil.
It's
Ah,
not
okay.
burning it. It's
Ah,
a
okay.
type of thing that
Okay.
yeah,
Grave.
not a grave, unconventional method. You did a murder
River.
and you need a thing to transport it.
River. Oh, bag.
More things, something like that. Bigger,
Sack.
rectangle.
Rectangle. A box. Board.
Did you watch
Surfboard.
How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
What does Barney wear?
Oh, wait. Uh, Diving gear. Is Whoa, is it diving gear? Is it swimsuit? Like, cloth, bag. She's not even
Yeah,
here.
bro, after murdering someone, you make them wear swimsuit. Connect.
She's where did Jasvitha go?
Jasvitha, where did you go?
What do you make? Sari.
What did she say? Think about the
I
things
don't
she
know.
told.
She's
You
not there. She
murder
didn't say
someone.
anything.
You want to throw them away.
Only one, bro.
Where did you throw? Amrita School of Engineering, Bangalore. E
Did
block, white color.
anyone else guess it? But no one knows the word, right? Never mind. Let Jasvitha come
She
back.
went away.
I did not go. It was a connection issue. Anyways, did you guess it?
No, you didn't say anything to guess.
No, hopeless.
What does Barney wear every day, every episode?
Suit,
Ah.
yeah.
Connect it with whatever you use to transport.
Sack suit.
Dabba, one bag.
Box suit.
Hey, other languages and all not allowed. Only.
It's a thing that you
Box
dump
suit.
a person in. It should be that big.
Night suit. Bed suit. Coffin
Do
suit.
it deliberately. It's on purpose. You know what that thing is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Okay,
Swimsuit.
what does a lawyer fight for?
Law.
They have to fight something. No, what is it called?
Justice. Rambunctious. Burning the midnight oil.
He's
If you know
avoiding it on
suit-
purpose.
Exactly, he knows it. If you know suit, how the hell don't you know the second word?
Suitcase.
Very good.
Very bad.
This could have gotten over like 5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Burning the midnight oil. Rambunctious.
Okay, next we have our table topic section. And our table topic master for the day is Toastmaster Harsha, who's embracing December and holiday vibes with cozy blankets, endless hot chocolate, and indulging in the art of absolutely doing nothing productive. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsha. Unmute.
Am I audible? Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the most fun, exciting, and maybe a little dreaded session of any Toastmaster meeting, the table topic session. I am Toastmaster Harsha, your table topic master for today. And for those of you who don't know what a table topic session is, it is an impromptu session where the table topic master gives you a question or a topic you have to speak about for about 1 or 2 minutes. That's pretty much it. But now, today, since we are already having a very fun meeting, I thought let's not try. I thought why not try something that's a little unconventional. Now, as Gen Zs, we are so hooked towards our phones that our days are incomplete without our phones and the notifications we get from WhatsApp, Instagram, and other social media platforms. And we are that generation who has aced the art of texting and messaging, whether official messages or unofficial messages. And if there is something that brings life to all the messages we send, it is the emojis. So today, we are going to be playing around with those emojis. So, what we are going to do today is pretty much simple. I will give you guys a bunch of randomly selected emojis, and all you have to do is build a nice creative story around it. It's as simple as that. Is that clear? Great. So, shall we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. So, who wants to be my first volunteer? Guys, please nominate yourself.
Give it to me.
Sure. Okay, first Jasvitha, then Daksh. Let me just share my screen.
So just to confirm, I have to talk about that emoji for 1 minute.
No, you will have to build a situation or a story around those emojis.
Okay.
Yes, this is your emoji.
So how many of you know about this movie called Inside Out? When I was a kid, this was my most favorite movie. I used to beg my parents to take me to the theater to watch it, but unfortunately, they couldn't. So I waited for a long period of time for that to come on television, and I watched it with my whole heart. So recently, if you know that, Inside Out 2 got released during my internship. And as we grow up, as 20-year-olds, maybe people are not that passionate to go take this crown around their head that we love Disney and we love cartoons. Most of my interns were not. But I was one of those people. Even the thunder strikes, I have to go to the movie and watch everything with a watermelon in my hand because why not? Watermelons are the most favorite fruits in this world. People say that mango is the king of the vegetables, but no. If unicorns were alive, even unicorns will choose watermelons over mangoes. So that point of time, I wanted to go to Inside Out too, but none of my friends were ready to. So I booked a ticket, I took a cab, and I went to the theater, only to see that most of my audience, the audience in the theater, were 5-year-olds and their parents. So I was the odd one out over there. But you know what? When the unicorns come on the stage, on the theater, you forget who you are with because you are one of those characters and you're going to live with that person over there. That's all. Back to the teaching.
That was a great one, Jasvitha. Thank you. Daksh, you ready? Daksh, can you unmute and speak?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cool. So this is yours.
How many of you guys have heard of this movie called Inside Out 2? Yeah, this isn't about that movie. So, one day while I was at work, I had the similar suitcase as the one that you're seeing over here. And my work basically involved getting registrations for MPark, which you guys should definitely do it. I got a call from my friend. Now, this friend of mine, he is basically that one person who I've had a lot of, major experiences and like a lot of adventures with. He is the type of person who would call me to who would call me to, host Kote at night, at night, 12 o'clock, and then just leave me there. This time he had a different idea. He's like, you know what? Let's go watch a movie and, we'll have some popcorns alongside with it. I'm like, sure, why not? This sounds like a very nice thing. We go, and then while we are going towards the theater, he tells me that, after the movie, can you just drop me back to college? I'm like, why? Like I have to go home and like I have to do my other things. He's like, I am actually pitching for the president, and like I have my pitch like I think half an hour after the movie ends, so you're gonna have to drop me back. Obviously, I rejected it because I don't care whether or not he makes it on time. The movie was all the movie, and mostly because the movie he picked was My Little Pony, and all I could see was unicorns flying around. So that's basically the story of how we got the 14th ESCOM president, Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
Okay, thank you, Daksh. Who wants to be my next volunteer? I would appreciate if you can unmute and speak. Guys, okay, Sharanya, do you want to try? People, no one wants to nominate yourself.
Can I go away? Or-
Sure, Arpita. Thank you. Okay, this is for you.
Okay. I'll just take 30 seconds to think and then. All right. So I think this similar incident just happened to me some days back when I was literally done with studying. We had, I think, only the best part was we had like 5 of the exams which we were supposed to write, and one exam that is for like for us we had ML, and that was literally what do you say? The, converted they converted that into project. So we didn't have any exams. So obviously I was done with studies. So my sister was playing games in her on the TV. So there was this very, I don't know how do you say this, but it was a very anonymous, a very humorous game which was there is how many of you guys have played that Super Mario with that 3D effects? Not the real Super Mario, not the ones which we really enjoyed, but the advanced version of Super Mario. Has anyone of you guys played Super Mario? Okay, yeah. So right now, what happens is you are basically rated between the princesses and like Super Mario, and there's one more person. I don't remember who is that. But they, after winning, after getting the whole rank, they start dancing. And yeah, it was completely anonymous because uh, during when we used to play these small Super Mario games, it was just crossing all the levels and like finding those mushrooms and all the stuff. So, yeah, that would be my pitch. Yeah, back to the TTM.
Thank you, Arpita. My next volunteer.
Take Mr. Akathya.
Sorry, Daksh, you said something?
You can ask Mr. Akathya.
Yes, Ram. Would you like? Oh, shit, he's not there.
That's him,
Oh, he's there.
bottom
Ram,
left corner.
you want to try?
I'll call him, don't worry.
Okay, meanwhile, does anyone else want to give it a shot? Nandan, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, great. Okay. Your set of emojis are this.
Yeah. What are the emojis? I think screen is stuck for me.
Are you able to see the screen now?
For me, I think your screen is stuck. I don't know. Yeah.
Is it visible?
No.
Um,
Yeah, I will try afterwards. I think. Your screen is not visible. I think some network issues.
I think you will have to check about. London, check your network because for me it's visible.
I think let someone try. But some
okay.
network issue towards me.
Who wants to go now?
I can go now. Ram here, by the way.
Yes, Ram, do you see the set of emojis on your screen?
The lion, castle, those things. Yeah.
Yes, you have to build a story around these four emojis.
Okay, cool. Give me 30 seconds. So, can I go ahead?
Sure, sure.
Long, 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 long ago, there was a lion roaming in the streets of then Bangalore, happily prancing around in the forest, which is now Indranagar, happily flocking. Then, randomly, it stumbles upon this huge castle. It's in the middle of nowhere, technically, between a forest. It's like, oh, what's this? Such a big castle which I've never come across. It tries to enter. But guess what? There's an ant which is guarding the door. The ant is like, if you wanna enter, get me 30 kgs of sugar. The lion goes like, what? Why should I get you? I can just stamp on top of you and just get it. What what do I have to do? And it's like, if you wanna come in, there's a whole new world waiting for you inside. But the lion goes like, is it worth it? I don't think so. I can just stamp on you and just get it. But dude, ant goes like, I live in a huge colony. I can just eat your whole body alive by calling my whole colony inside here. The lion's like, okay, fine, give me 30 seconds to a minute, and goes back, gets a huge load of sugar, and just drops it on the ant, which got its own death and happily enters the castle and lives the time of its life for the rest of its time on earth. Thank you. Over to you, TTU.
Thank you, Ram. That was a good one. Nandan, are you ready?
Yes, now I'm ready.
Yes. So these are your set of emojis.
Give me 30 seconds. Okay. So there was a race. There was a car race, and three competitors were competing amongst themselves for a were going to start a race. We're competing in a race, and for, and the winning prize after they win. So as they start their race and move on, they compete amongst themselves. They compete amongst themselves, thinking that they are going to get some precious gift while when they will win the race. So they compete among themselves rigorously, and finally, when they win the race, and they are fully happy with what, and finally, the first person wins the race, and other persons gets other person get feel bad that they couldn't win the race, and the first person was very much auspicious to win the race, and was thinking that he's going to get a big prize money or something. But after he wins the race, there there he gets a simple cup of cake. He gets a donut, and finally, he was totally in a distress that I won such a big race, and the thing only I got is a simple donut. He was in a full shock, and the other two persons were laughing at the winner. That what happened that you got on this. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Nandan. Um, who wants to go next? Venkat, would you like to try?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So, this is your set of emojis.
Just give me 30 seconds.
Sure.
So I'll start. Uh, there is a player. Uh, he wants to play a game where it's like a temple run, but instead of collecting the coins, he has to collect the banana, where he gets the energy to win the trophy. And while running it, there are obstacles or some death traps, we can say. And sometimes the player did not get the bananas. So he was feeling uh, very dull, so that he's unable to walk or unable to run to win the trophy. So while taking rest under a tree, uh, one monkey saw that he has he has some backup. We can say he has some bananas left so that he can use for any emergencies. And the monkey saw it. It's a wild monkey, and the monkey saw it, and the monkey wants to grab it from the player, and the player runs, and he eats the backup bananas which he has kept it for emergencies. And while running, the monkey got tired, and the monkey did not catch it, and the player wins the trophy. Thanks.
That was a really good one. Um, Timer, do we have time for just one more, or can we wrap up?
Yes, you can still.
Okay, my last volunteer. Who wants to go? Anyone wants to try? Okay, then I think we can wrap it up. Thank you so much, people. Over to the TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsha, for that very, very innovative table topic session. I don't think I've seen one like this in a long time. So, thank you for that. Next, we have one more small game. I know the meeting is getting very long, so we're just going to play one last game, and it's going to be Hangman. Is Jasvitha here? For some reason, whenever I play Hangman, I think of Jasvitha because, fun fact, I taught her Hangman, and this was like 3 years ago. So we're gonna play Hangman. I'll share my screen. It's a very big word, so I think we can start. You guys all can guess, but then we'll get like one, two, three, four, five chances. No, six chances until the man gets.
Rambunctious.
What? No, you have to guess the letter.
Burning the midnight oil.
No, why is everything burning the midnight oil? Okay,
Okay,
does
M.
anyone M? M is not there. Wait, let me hang the guy. 1 second. Doing. No, wait, no, that's not the. Yeah. Okay, done. This is the stand.
B.
M is not there. Who?
B. B.
What? V.
B.
Like V for
B for
Venom.
ball. B for ball.
B for ball.
B for
B for
ball.
ball is also not there.
R.
R is there. Yeah, R is there. Wait. Uh, yeah. Yeah, this is fine.
O.
O. O is not there. Wait, I didn't hang the guy more. Wait, one more time. Done.
H.
No. You guys are
E.
purposefully trying to die here.
E.
E is there. Mm, 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 mm. I wish there was an easier way to do this. Okay.
A.
Okay, is there? Lot of A is there. A is over here. A is over here. A is over. Yeah,
Is
okay.
this a word or what?
Yeah, it is a word.
C.
C? No, C is not there.
C.
You have 2 more chances left.
U.
C for Academy.
U and T. You said T?
No. I was about to tell C then. Yeah.
Yeah, for C, this
Oh,
hand came.
okay. Q and T.
Oh, yeah, Q. And T.
Good
G.
job, good job, good job, good job. Okay, next, this is the last word. Okay, guess. It's Guess? People? The same people can guess again. It's okay. Wait, what did you say?
You're not able to see the screen where we have shown the other word.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I'll share again. Windows. Yeah. I'll give 5 chances for this one too. Fine. Yes. You can see now, no?
A.
Yeah.
Okay.
A.
Damn. Okay.
I.
No, I is not there.
O.
Oh shit. You know, O is there.
E. Okay. Is E there?
No, he is not there. 4 more chances.
R.
L.
Yeah.
Y.
I.
Good job. Okay. So that was our last game. Now we will move on with the evaluation segment, for which I'd like to call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Arpita. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sharanya. Now, to evaluate Toastmaster Daksh, we have Toastmaster Sanidhya. Is he there?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Greetings, Toastmasters, and here I'm back with my evaluation. Before I start my evaluation, there was this wonderful thought that came to my mind today. Introverts are united separately in their houses. And aren't we all introverts united today in our own houses? That is what Toastmaster Daksh gave me today. I mean, apart from the wonderful speech he gave, this was the thought that I take away. Now, coming to the mesmerizing, the outstanding, the most amazing speech that I've heard, starting with that. Toastmaster Daksh had a job to persuade us. And I would wonder that definitely after today's meeting, there'll be a surge in the number of registrations for MPAC. I mean, am I wrong or I'm right? I know that for sure because I'll be registering for MPAC for sure. Now, coming to his speech, he had one amazing structure. He divided his speech well into introduction, body, and conclusion, and the transitions were outstanding. The way he spoke about his experiences while persuading us why he joined Impact, why he was there, and what he is today, that is what moved us. It was a wonderful attempt for that matter. Now, while giving his speech, as it had such wonderful aspects, there were certain things that I felt as an evaluator could be improved. I want to focus on the improvement parts for sure because I know how good of a speaker Daksh is. Now, starting with the most basic things, the body language. Toastmaster Daksh, you were standing right in the middle of the screen throughout the time. Your screen was actually covering a good portion of your room. Your camera was covering a good portion of your room. However, I was wondering why you were standing in one particular place. I mean, obviously the criteria of the speech was different, but it's always good to utilize stage a little bit better. Say starting with the introduction, body, conclusion, and different aspects of the stage. Point number two, now you followed an approach of talking about your experiences and then persuading people. This approach is definitely a very go-to approach that we can follow. However, I felt it wasn't delivered properly. What I felt was the part where you were persuading us to join MPAC started very late and it was almost towards your conclusion. In the majority of your speech, you were telling about how you feel about MPAC. I mean, obviously, indirectly, you're persuading us that, okay, I feel this is what I learned, so you can also come. But then that can be a little more direct. You can directly tell the audience what they can gain from MPAC, how they can benefit from that situation. And that started much later, that is in your conclusion. So you could have understood the objectives of the speech a little better and delivered it accordingly. So these are the basic evaluations that I had for today. And just to summarize, try to understand the objectives a little more. Congratulations on completing your project and back to the general evaluator.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanidhya. Well, for Toastmaster, the major of the part was covered by Sanidhya itself. One more suggestion which I would like to add is on giving pauses during the transition. So when you were telling that, you moved, why did you join Toastmasters? And then Empower came in the conclusion. Give it a small pause so that, audience can, get to know the flow and then they can go ahead with whatever your story is. Is that really great speech? And yeah, uh, coming to the evaluation of Toastmaster Sanidhya, you introduced the objectives and also you gave the timer to know about the whole timings and all this stuff. Good job in that. One thing you could have done better is when you're telling about the body structure and all this stuff, you could have demonstrated it in front of him so that he can note it and also remember the picture very clearly. Moving on to evaluate Toastmaster Jasvitha, we have Toastmaster Ram. Uh, is Ram there in the meeting? Yeah.
Hey, am I audible and visible? So yeah, guys, I am back with my evaluation report for my target speaker, Toastmaster Jasvitha. Before I start off, Toastmaster Jasvitha, kudos, a great speech, well structured, good way to go. So I liked how you went down the timeline and you went by year. That I really loved how you went that, and great usage of hands, like to illustrate different kind of actions. After that, you really brought back nostalgia by mentioning a lot of things which you did in a childhood, like taking example cartoons, which you mentioned, one of them. Then the Rajasthan stereotype which you mentioned was actually quite hilarious because my time when I went to Jaipur, I pretty much faced the same thing. Like, dude, why is there roads here instead of sand? And great usage of humor, by the way. It was quite great, and the way you had set the tone for your conclusion also was very good. You had it was done gradually and not done at once, so it was a great flow from the starting introduction to the body of the speech towards the conclusion. Great job on that. but every speech comes with a bit of improvement, right? So here are my suggestions which you could have done better. If there was a high energy in your speech from the beginning, it would have been great, because as yours was supposed to be focusing more on voice modulation and body language, so if we had a bit of higher energy, been a great addition to the speech. And I understand the limitation that we're doing an online meeting, but if you could have oriented yourself where your full body was seen, so that all your body language was visible, because that was the main motto of this evaluation or speech which you've given. So you could have focused on that. And another thing which I majorly thought was missing in your speech was static. So you're just standing at one place. So if you could, I know we have a very limited frame set which you have to cover, but if you could have moved a bit instead of staying static, like your foot is stuck in one place, like if you moved from one place to another, at least a minimum change in position would have been great. And I personally felt there's not much of vocal variety. There's a lot of potential that was left untapped. So my suggestion would be like, if you can give the speech again offline, nothing like that, because I believe this speech should have been offline for your level and pathway. So I would suggest that you to repeat the speech so it can be a better outcome for your growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ram. Well, as an evaluation for Toastmaster Jasvitha, Ram also covered the major part. One, there are two more suggestions which I could, help you with. When you're talking about, when you're cracking jokes or like when you're adding humor to your speech, again, give audience a little bit, give that amount of pause for them so that, they can understand and like, uh, feel that emotion and then go ahead with the other part. So give a little bit of pause and they can catch hold of you. It was that great speech and it was a great start where you started with, Chota Beam and, how the stereotypes really started. So the storytelling and all this part, you really aced it. When it comes to Toastmaster Ram, yeah, you did introduce her speech objective and the pathway, and also you told the timer to note down the timings. One suggestion which I would like to give is note down the good points, bad points also in the same order. That is, for example, uh, if you're writing good points, let it be four, and also the bad points, concise it to four, and then give a conclusion with some challenges. That would be a better go with which I would suggest you to go for. Now to evaluate Toastmaster Saicharit, we have Toastmaster Nandan. Over to you, Toastmaster Nandan.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So, greetings, guys. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Venkat on completing his project L1P2. So, coming to the points where Toastmaster Venkat excelled at, you were very confident while giving your speech. And coming to the second point, that you had good content on your leadership. You wanted to tell about your point of views on your leadership, where you took your example of the class representative itself, and it was a good informative speech. Now, the things I would like to tell, where you could have improved on, is that you could have to, like, when you were when you're starting your speech, like you were starting with the class representative one, but while going, you just had all the points related, like, to leadership, like all the points about what you about the leadership. But I think somewhere the story you wanted to tell couldn't was not completed. It was like information that you wanted to tell, but it was not. There was a lack of story, and your conclusion could have been more better, as well as there could have been a proper. You could have structured your speech could more better, so that, like, when you were starting the speech, you started with the like you want some what you wanted to give, what you like you started as the class representative and could have explained it more better, and finally you could have come to a conclusion what overall you wanted to tell to your story that lacked in your speech at some point. And, like, And there were yeah, so since it was an online speech, of course, uh, the movement is restricted, but you could have showed some movements in your speech while moving. You could have moved a little bit front and back. You could have used whatever frame you had, so that it could you could have showed your more body language. And the challenge I would like to give you is that since you were I observed that so the challenge I would like to give you for your next speech is that try to use vocal variety in your next speech, so that it will be very much you could make you could catch your audience and make them listen to your speech more their attention very well. Overall, you were totally confident, which could have been improved if you would have more if you could have told continued your story and could have used various vocal varieties. Yeah, thank you. Over to you. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandan. As far as the evaluation for side again, I mean, Toastmaster Nandan has covered the major part. There are some parts which I would like you to, note it down. Is you have a purpose, that is your speech is you have to end it with a purpose. So that purpose can be anything. For example, you talk about leadership. So you can go with one story, stick to that only one purpose, and drive it completely. That would complete your 5 to 7 minutes, and give a moral in the end. The conclusion part, as Toastmaster Nandan said, uh, it could have been more better. I think the conclusion part, you heathered a little bit where things got a little bit messed up. So what you do is have a proper introduction, give a story, and then a little bit of conclusion where people can make out what purpose you want to tell, or what do you want to make a point of, right? That's what is we're gonna do, right? So that's you can work on. And for Toastmaster Nandan, yeah, you mentioned the purpose and also the timings to the timer. Great job. I mean, great job on that. One thing which I would like to suggest you is, before noting the negatives or telling him the negatives of his own speech, give a little bit more positives so that he can feel a bit elevated and accept that critical points as well, because to so that he can work on something which is really good at and also something which is really bad at. So it should tally each other. So make sure that from next time, let your speech evaluation have a structure. You have good points, bad points, or things you could work on, and then later club it together. Give him a challenge. Challenge part, you did a great job on that. Thank you. Now coming to the overall meeting, the meeting is supposed to start on. Oh, sorry, wait. Before that, I have my tag team who will give their evaluation. So going with the Grammarian, Toastmaster Binitha. Can I have Binitha on the stage, please?
Yes. Okay, so back to the grammarian's report. So my role was to absorb and evaluate the use of language by all the speakers. To begin with the highlights, most of you use such impactful language that basically added depth and persuasion to your speeches, and I think that's really great. But I also made a note of like few wonderful phrases such as "be yourself and don't be a stereotype" by Toastmaster Jasvitha, and also "be confident in your own voice" by Toastmaster Harsha. So seriously, goal on that. And I was thrilled to see how the word of the day, that is rambunctious, and also the idiom of the day, burning the midnight oil, was used multiple times by one person very creatively. So cheers to you on that, Toastmaster Daksh. Overall, I think all of you guys did such wonderful job. And I would just request you to work on the preposition usage and also the pronunciation. But apart from that, it was really great, and all of you did such wonderful job. And I'm sure all of the speakers had their own share of burning the midnight oil to prepare for today's meeting. So yeah, thank you. Over to the
Thank
general
you. Thank you, Binitha. So one suggestion that you would go for is just note down the wrong usage. If a person don't mention the person's name, but yeah, take the wrong usage, correct it, and let people know that what is the correct usage, that so that they can correct it from next time. Is that great, evaluation report? You mentioned the goods also, where uh, you told about Toastmaster just what are using good stuff. So make sure you tally it again, make it equal, and also tell which could be corrected. Don't mention the names where people have used it properly, or the things which really inspired you. Mention their names and also whatever they've used. Next, we have our counters report. Can I have Toastmaster Deekshitha on stage?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Again, you all have done very great job today, and it's been pleasure listening to your speeches and evaluations. As a accountant, my role was to track all the filler words used. Let me start with Toastmaster Daksh. You did a wonderful job actually. Like you have used very few filler words throughout your speech. I only noticed a couple of so's here and there, but overall it was great. Uh, yeah, coming to Toastmaster Jasvitha, you also did really well. You used few source which can be minimized, and your favorite filler word seems to be and. Small thing to be considered, but everything was also great. Next up, we have Toastmaster Venkat. Yeah, Venkat, your speech was fantastic anyway, and you took like 2 to 3 second pauses, which can be minimized, and which also resulted in filler words like and so. So minimizing these pauses will help sound more confident and fluent. Coming up, we have Toastmaster. Oh, one second. Nandan, so you used so 3 times and everything was good. Arpita, Toastmaster Arpita, you did really well, and your favorite filler word is which you used multiple times. A quick pause would help. Yeah, over to
All right.
Arpita.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita. Uh, Again, some suggestions. That is, you had a very detailed report, but make sure you can just, decrease down. For example, you're telling another person that, you did this something. So you can have told, as you included, your favorite word was you could have included that in others as well. And if it's a bit less, then tell them that, you have included this a bit less times. Not Don't point out the numbers, but it doesn't feel as triggering as it feels with the numbers. Moving on, we have a timers report. Can we have Toastmaster Akshita on the stage?
Yes. So I'm back with my timer report. I tagged everyone's speeches, and now let me start with prepared speeches. Toastmaster Daksh took 6 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Jasvitha, it's 8 minutes 0 seconds, which is overtime. And Toastmaster Venkat took 6 minutes 43 seconds. Coming to the table topics session, Toastmaster Jasvitha took 1 minute 37 seconds. Toastmaster Daksh, 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Arpita, 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Ram, 1 minute 36 seconds. Toastmaster Nandan, 1 minute 41 seconds. Toastmaster Venkat, 1 minute 29 seconds. With this, table topics are done. And for the evaluation segment, uh, Toastmaster Sanidhya took 3 minutes 16 seconds, and Toastmaster Ram took 2 minutes 28 seconds. And
You're muted. Akshita, you're muted. Can you start from Toastmaster Sanidhya and then?
okay, yeah. In the evaluation segment, have you all listened for the table topics and all?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yes.
just start with.
Yes. Evaluations. Toastmaster Sanidhya took 3 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Ram took 2 minutes 28 seconds. And Toastmaster Nandan took 3 minutes 10 seconds. That's all for the timer's report. Thank you. Back to the general evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshita. That was a very detailed report. One thing you can just tell is uh, mention, for example, if someone is good in time, just tell them that you're well in time, and then mention the proper timings whichever they have attained. Second point is, yeah, make sure your connection, everything is proper before you come into the meeting so that it doesn't drag the meeting for a long time. Is that great report? And then moving on to the whole general evaluation throughout the meeting is the meeting should have been started with 4:30, but it started at 7 minutes later, that is 4:37 p.m. That's completely fine. Now going ahead with the essays start. I wish it would have been a little bit more energetic because uh, it's the start of the meeting. So you should have that kind of amount of energy put in so that the whole energy stays on. At least it can stay till the speaker's point, and at least essay instead of president asking the to turn on our videos. I think SAA would have done a great job if he had asked people to turn on their videos. That would be a great thing. And yeah, also PO address was proper, and yeah, the overall meeting. One suggestion is a great TMoD. Yeah, you did an amazing job in entertaining people with the whole challenge and all this stuff. But yeah, keep it a little bit concise so that uh, other people also you don't drag the meeting completely. So instead of, for example, you could have you know decrease the jumble words and like increase a little bit of uh, what's the game again? Yeah, taboo. So a little bit more so that people could have engaged more compared to that. Other than that, it was a great meeting throughout. Yeah, with that, I would go get the stage to the TMoD for the today. Personal.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So, so that this doesn't go very long, I'll try to end the theme quickly. Firstly, I would like to encourage all of you to take up maybe some small challenge in the holidays. Maybe it's doing a small puzzle in the newspaper, or playing a new game like maybe chess, or maybe trying something wild like bungee jumping or trekking. Challenge yourself to do something that you've never done before. One of my seniors, Toastmaster Harsha, had once told me, do what you're afraid of. And that is something I've been living by for a year now because I think it's such a wonderful quote that if you're hesitant to do something, just go ahead and try it. So, that being today's theme, I hope you guys enjoyed all the games. I hope we can play something like this in person someday. So, that'll be it. I would like to pass on to myself because our presiding officer had to leave. So, I'll be the presiding officer for the ending of this meeting. Do we have the forms out?
Yeah, I'll just send it here in chat.
Yeah.
And people can also.
Yeah, you can send the link in the chat as well as the role takers group. So, those who left can also vote.
Yeah, it's sent in the chat. I'll just send it in the WhatsApp group.
A few other things I had to mention was from the VPPR's office. We have a website going on as well as work on the website going on, work on the newsletter going on. So if you think you can help Harsha, please go ahead and do so. And register for MPAC and also give as many of speeches possible during the holidays because it's going to be an online setup. It'll be a different way to give a speech. Try to give more speeches, try to give speeches outside the club. It will be a good experience to network and be used to different types of audience. So do that also. And once you have voted, you can like raise your hand. Okay. First, let's announce the best of tag. Best of tag goes to Binitha. Clap, 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 clap. Our grammarian for the day.
Thank you.
Next, best of table topics goes to Toastmaster Ram. He left the meeting, but clap, clap, clap. Next, best of evaluators goes to Toastmaster Sanidhya, who has also left the meeting. Then we have the best of Big Four, me. Lastly, we have the best of speakers, Toastmaster Daksh. Now he's going to say register for Empark. Okay. That's it for our 269th meeting. The meeting is officially closed and open for networking.